Hi there, folks. My name is Joe. I'm a gamer pop artist, and during this time of being quarantined, I'm trying to send out a postcard a day, and I thought that you might benefit from some of my techniques for doing them kind of quickly. So you can add enhancements to your cards and letters that you'd like to send around to your family and friends. So for this one, it's something that I'm doing with that I've done in the past, where I fill in a shape with flowers. And so the flowers become the shape, and the shape kind of tells a little bit of a story. So today's a smiley face, and I think it's my thoughts on the theme are basically, be the happiness in somebody's day. And I think that's probably a good goal for life and a good goal for this time we're in. So try and be somebody's happiness. We'll see what's. Seems like a good idea. Anyway, stay tuned. I'm going to show you, I'll do the pencil first, then ink, and then finally color it in with Doodle Inktense pencils. And yeah, so stick around. See you on the other side. Okay, starting off with the pencils. It's a 2B mechanical pencil. And just kind of laying in the groundwork for where I want to put all of the flowers. So it's just a circle, smiley face. Get the text in there. And then basically give them what looks like a disease. Draw circles around and fill them in like with the basic flowers. I showed you how to do that in an earlier video. Just real basic. But when you do it a lot, it becomes, I guess, not complicated is not the word, but intricate, I think is the word. So at first I was thinking I was going to put butterflies in there so they would be like the pupils of the eye, but I thought it just got to be a little bit too much, so I didn't even ink them in. I have a few flowers with stems, and then the butterflies on the outside I did keep. But this is sped up 400%, so I am not that fast. Just trying to keep things balanced with where I'm arranging things. So now I'm moving on to the molotos. I'm using a 0.7 millimeter moloto black liner for the lettering of the text. And I switch up to a 0.4 millimeter. So at this point I hadn't totally decided on what the my little tagline would be at the end. I guess would be like the note to somebody if you're sending them a greeting card. Like your little note would be at the bottom. So my pencils are always just a guide for me. I tend to make decisions also, on the spur of the moment. Sometimes it's good. I think it worked out okay this time. Usually if it's if I've done something that I'm not happy with, I'm able to correct it in some way. So for this, it might be that I change it from being a flower to something like a greenery. Especially on the edges, that's where things kind of get to be a little more confusing, I guess. But I think you guys could give it a try. It's really just a matter of, step and repeat, kind of. Filling in shapes with new shapes. And if you start off in pencil, you don't have to worry too much. So here I am trying to give it a little bit of, give the smiley face a little bit of a, pop it out from the background a little bit. Give a drop shadow. Helps a little bit. And the eraser. I tend to move my paper that way so I don't break it. It's easier to hold on to. And I'm coming in with 0.1 for a little bit of detail work. Give the flowers a little bit more dimension. Try and separate them out a little bit so that they don't seem like they're all on one plane. Split up, it almost looks like I'm just putting tick marks everywhere. And here's where I figured out that what my tagline would be. I know you already are. More detail into the butterflies. There we go. Let's bring on the color. A little sky blue. Now these Derwent Inktense pencils are they go on dry just like a regular colored pencil, but they're water soluble, and once that dries, then it's permanent. So it's kind of fun. You can really get some nice lights and darks if you're patient. With this, I'm trying to be quick so that I can, you know, send out different letters, so it's not an all-day affair. But they're great for sketching. I think I have a couple of examples of videos where I've used them as sketching, and that they will definitely be used in future videos as sketching tools, especially once we're able to get outside, do some urban sketching, check out the sites, the local. I'm located just west of Chicago in Oak Park, Illinois, and there's quite a few flunkoid rights. I'll probably be out in the different parks. Hopefully not too hot of a day. If we have to wear masks, that's going to be kind of rough. But we will stay well hydrated. There's my hearts. Here comes the waterworks. There we go. You can see how it really blends out. Just takes a little bit. I'm touching the red to the orange areas. It helps it kind of bleed out a little bit. Give it a little bit more dimension. I try and work with it from color to color in these, especially since it basically is I'm coloring these in. Sometimes it's not super easy to do, especially with the purples and the greens. Forgot to fill that heart in. Now here's where I thought I could do a basically sunlight rays, but once I wet them down, man, they just blurred out. So it's a little bit of a glow. I'll add a little bit more blue. There you go. That's it.
There you have it, folks. Be the happiness in somebody else's day. And I know you already are. So, there's probably a few things I would have done differently. In hindsight, I think I might go with the flowers to be a little bit more yellow, so that it's more of the traditional smiley face. But I think it turned out okay. So, and it's definitely a for me at least, I think it's a good idea for eventually it could be a painting or something like that. So, had fun, and hope you enjoyed it. And please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to shoot me a message, whatever.
So thank you very much. Love you all. Ciao.